What if I told you that most businesses are wasting hundreds of hours every month on tasks that artificial intelligence could handle in minutes? By the end of this video, you'll discover various AI tools that are transforming how businesses operate in different areas and categories, and honestly, some of these will make you wonder how anyone survived without them. Whether you're running a startup from your bedroom or managing a team of 50 people, these tools can genuinely change everything about how you work. While watching, if you have any questions or comments about those tools or any tools that you think is useful for businesses, just write it down in the details section of this video and it will be answered as soon as possible. And before we start, we won't include the popular and generic AI chatbots that everyone knows, such as ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Claude. So let's dive in and see which ones could revolutionize your business. Let's start with something every business struggles with, which is meetings. We all know meetings can be productive, but let's be honest, they can also be a massive time drain, especially when you're trying to remember everything that was discussed or figure out who's supposed to do what. This is where Fireflies.ai comes in, and trust me, this tool is a game changer. Fireflies.ai is an artificial intelligence-powered assistant that joins your meetings automatically. It doesn't matter if you're using Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, or almost any other platform. Once it's in your meeting, it records everything and then does something incredible. It transcribes the entire conversation with impressive accuracy. But it doesn't stop there. The real magic happens after the meeting ends. Fireflies uses AI to create a summary of all the key points discussed. It pulls out action items and assigns them to the right people. It even timestamps important moments so you can jump straight to the parts that matter most. Imagine never having to frantically scribble notes during a meeting again. This makes you being able to focus completely on the conversation because you know everything is being captured perfectly. For businesses, this means your team can actually be present in meetings instead of worried about note-taking. New employees can review past meetings to get up to speed quickly. Sales teams can revisit client conversations to catch details they might have missed. Customer support can reference exact conversations when resolving issues. The productivity boost is enormous because instead of spending 30 minutes after each meeting writing up notes and trying to remember who committed to what, all of that is done automatically in seconds. Next up is Notion AI, which takes organization to a completely different level. If you've ever used Notion, you know it's already a powerful tool for keeping everything organized, from project plans to company wikis to personal to-do lists. But Notion AI supercharges this by handling all those tedious organizational tasks that eat up your time. Let's say you have a bunch of messy notes from a brainstorming session. Notion AI can take those random thoughts and structure them into a proper document with clear sections and action points. It can write drafts for you based on simple prompts. If you need to create a project plan, just tell Notion AI what you're working on, and it will generate a framework complete with tasks, timelines, and responsibilities. It can also summarize long documents instantly. Imagine you have a 20-page report that you need to understand quickly. Instead of reading through everything, Notion AI gives you the key takeaways in seconds. For businesses, this means knowledge is no longer scattered across emails, chat messages, and people's heads. Everything lives in one organized place, and AI helps keep it structured and accessible. Your team spends less time searching for information and more time actually doing meaningful work. New projects get started faster because you have templates and frameworks generated by AI. Meeting notes, project updates, and strategic documents are all kept in perfect order without anyone having to manually organize everything. The time savings add up incredibly fast, and more importantly, nothing falls through the cracks because the AI helps ensure everything is documented and organized properly. Now let's talk about your online presence, starting with your website. Creating a professional website used to mean either spending thousands of dollars hiring a developer or spending countless hours trying to figure out complicated website builders yourself. Wix AI completely changes this equation. When you start with Wix AI, it asks you a few simple questions about your business. What do you do? Who are your customers? What's your style? That's it. From those answers, Wix AI generates a complete website draft for you. We're not talking about a basic template. It creates actual custom layouts that fit your business, selects relevant images, and even writes the text for your pages. The AI understands what type of content works for different industries and creates something that actually makes sense for your specific business. But here's what makes it truly valuable for productivity. Instead of starting from scratch and agonizing over every design decision, you start with something that's already 90% done. You can then tweak colors, swap images, edit text, and add your own touches to make it perfect. What would have taken weeks now takes hours. For small businesses and entrepreneurs, this is absolutely huge. You can have a professional online presence up and running in a single afternoon. You don't need to learn web design or coding. You don't need to hire expensive agencies. The AI does the heavy lifting, and you just guide it in the right direction. This means you can focus your energy on actually running your business instead of getting stuck in the technical details of building a website. And if you need to make updates later, the AI continues to help by suggesting improvements and making the whole process smooth and intuitive. But having a beautiful website isn't enough if nobody can find it, which brings us to Surfer SEO. Search engine optimization is one of those things that everyone knows is important, but most people find incredibly confusing and time-consuming. Surfer SEO uses artificial intelligence to take all the guesswork out of SEO. Here's how it works and why it's so powerful for businesses. When you're writing content for your website, whether it's a blog post, a product page, or a service description, Surfer SEO analyzes what's currently ranking well on Google for your target keywords. It then tells you exactly what you need to include in your content to compete. It suggests specific keywords you should use and how many times to use them. It recommends topics and subtopics you should cover. It even tells you how long your content should be and how to structure it with headings and paragraphs. The AI is essentially giving you a blueprint for content that Google will love. But the real productivity boost comes from the fact that you're not guessing anymore. You're not writing content, publishing it, and hoping it ranks. You're following data-driven recommendations that dramatically increase your chances of showing up in search results. For businesses, this means your content marketing actually works. When you publish a blog post, it has a real shot at bringing organic traffic to your website. Your product pages are optimized to show up when potential customers are searching. You're not wasting time creating content that nobody will ever see. The AI guides you to create content that gets found, which means more visibility, more leads, and more customers, all without having to become an SEO expert yourself. It's like having an SEO consultant working alongside you for every piece of content you create. Social media is another area where businesses spend enormous amounts of time, and this is where tools like Hootsuite become absolutely essential. Managing social media properly means posting consistently across multiple platforms, engaging with your audience, coming up with fresh content ideas, and keeping up with trends. For most businesses, this becomes a full-time job, and even then, it's hard to do well. Hootsuite uses AI to make this entire process dramatically more efficient. The AI assistant can help you write captions that actually engage your audience. It suggests relevant hashtags based on your content and current trends. It even generates content ideas when you're stuck staring at a blank screen wondering what to post. But here's where the real-time savings come in. Hootsuite allows you to schedule all your posts in advance from one central dashboard. Instead of logging into Facebook, then Instagram, then Twitter, then LinkedIn multiple times a day, you do everything once from one place. You can plan out an entire month of content in a single afternoon. The AI helps you figure out the best times to post based on when your audience is most active. For businesses, this transforms social media from a constant daily scramble into something strategic and manageable. Your marketing person can batch create content and schedule everything in advance. You maintain a consistent presence across all platforms without someone having to manually post multiple times every day. The AI ensures your content is optimized for engagement, which means better results from the same amount of effort. You can also manage multiple accounts if you have different brands or locations, all from the same dashboard. The productivity gain is massive because what used to take hours every single day now takes hours once per week or even once per month. Paired with Hootsuite is Canva Magic Studio, and together these two tools make social media content creation almost effortless. The reality is that social media is a visual medium. Posts with great images or videos get way more engagement than plain text. But creating professional-looking graphics used to require expensive software like Photoshop and actual design skills. Canva Magic Studio changes everything with its AI-powered design tools. Magic Write can generate social media captions and content ideas based on simple prompts. Magic Design can create entire social media posts, presentations, or marketing materials by simply telling it what you need. Magic Edit allows you to manipulate images in ways that used to require professional photo editing skills. You can remove backgrounds, extend images, or change elements with simple text commands. For businesses, this means your social media content actually looks professional and engaging without needing to hire a graphic designer. Your team can create eye-catching posts in minutes instead of hours. You can test different visual styles and approaches quickly to see what resonates with your audience. The AI understands design principles and creates layouts that actually work visually. Everything from Instagram stories to Facebook ads to LinkedIn posts to YouTube thumbnails can be created quickly and professionally. The productivity impact is enormous because content creation, which used to be a major bottleneck, becomes fast and accessible to everyone on your team. You're no longer limited by design skills or budget. You can create as much high-quality visual content as you need, whenever you need it. This means more consistent posting, better engagement, and ultimately better results from your social media efforts. Now, creating great social media content is only half the battle. You also need to understand what's actually working, which brings us to Hootsuite Analytics. Making decisions based on gut feeling or guesswork is how businesses waste huge amounts of time and money on social media. Hootsuite Analytics uses AI to turn all your social media data into actual insights you can act on. The platform creates comprehensive dashboards that show you exactly how your content is performing across all platforms. But the AI features take this much further. It can analyze sentiment in the comments and conversations around your brand. Are people generally positive, negative, or neutral when they talk about you? It spots trends in social conversations that might be relevant to your business. It identifies which types of content get the most engagement so you can do more of what works. For businesses, this transforms social media from random posting into a strategic channel with clear ROI. You can see which campaigns are actually driving results and which are wasting resources. You can understand your audience better by seeing what content they respond to most. You can catch potential PR issues early by monitoring sentiment. Marketing decisions become data-driven instead of based on opinions or assumptions. The productivity gain comes from not wasting time on things that don't work. When you know that video posts get 3 times more engagement than image posts, you focus your energy on video. When you know that posts about customer success stories outperform product promotions, you shift your content strategy accordingly. The AI helps you work smarter by showing you exactly where to focus your efforts for maximum impact. You stop doing busy work that doesn't move the needle and concentrate on activities that actually grow your business. Taking this analysis even deeper is BrandWatch, which monitors your brand's presence across the entire internet, not just social media. BrandWatch uses AI to track every mention of your brand, your competitors, your industry, and relevant keywords across the web and social platforms. But it doesn't just collect mentions. The AI analyzes sentiment, identifies themes in conversations, spots emerging trends, and gives you a comprehensive understanding of public perception. For businesses, this is incredibly powerful for several reasons. First, you can respond quickly to customer feedback and concerns before they escalate. If someone posts a negative review or complaint, you know about it immediately and can address it. Second, you understand how you compare to competitors. Are customers more satisfied with your service or theirs? What are people saying about your competitor's new product? This intelligence helps you make better strategic decisions. Third, you can identify opportunities. Maybe there's a common complaint about competitors that your product solves. Maybe there's an emerging trend in your industry that you can get ahead of. The productivity boost comes from having all this information aggregated and analyzed in one place instead of manually searching the internet and trying to make sense of scattered conversations. Marketing teams can build campaigns based on what's actually resonating with audiences. Product teams can prioritize features based on what customers are asking for. Customer service can be proactive instead of reactive. The AI processes millions of conversations and distills them into clear, actionable insights, which means you make better decisions faster and with more confidence. Customer support is another area where AI is making a massive difference, and Intercom is leading the way here. Traditional customer support means every question requires a human to read it, understand it, and type out a response. This is time-consuming and expensive, especially as your business grows and you get more customer inquiries. Intercom uses AI-powered chatbots that can instantly answer common customer questions by pulling information from your knowledge base, help articles, and previous conversations. When a customer asks how to reset their password or what your return policy is or when their order will ship, the AI bot provides an accurate answer immediately, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But here's what makes Intercom smart. The AI knows when it can handle something and when it needs to escalate to a human agent. Complex questions, upset customers, or situations requiring human judgment get passed to your support team automatically. For businesses, this is transformative. Your customers get instant answers to simple questions instead of waiting hours or days for a response. Your support team only deals with questions that actually require human attention, which means they can provide better, more thoughtful support to those complex cases. You can handle way more support volume without hiring more people. Customer satisfaction goes up because response times drop dramatically. The productivity gain is obvious. If 30% of your support tickets can be handled by AI instantly, that's 30% more capacity for your human team to focus on high-value interactions. Your support costs go down while quality goes up. It's one of the clearest win-win scenarios that AI offers businesses today. Zendesk takes a similar approach but with an emphasis on ticketing and comprehensive support management. Zendesk uses AI to automatically triage incoming support requests, routing them to the right team or person based on the content of the message. It can automatically respond to common questions using your knowledge base. It provides suggested responses to help your support agents answer questions faster and more consistently. The platform also includes live chat, email support, phone support, and self-service help centers, all managed from one system. For businesses, having all your support channels in one place with AI helping manage everything is incredibly efficient. Your team doesn't need to switch between different tools for chat versus email versus phone. The AI ensures tickets don't get lost or forgotten. It helps maintain consistent quality by suggesting proven responses. It identifies patterns in support requests that might indicate bigger issues, like a bug in your product or unclear documentation. The productivity boost comes from structure and automation. Instead of support being chaotic and reactive, it becomes organized and efficient. Response times decrease. First contact resolution rates increase because agents have better tools and information. The AI handles repetitive tasks while humans focus on solving real problems and building customer relationships. For growing businesses especially, this means you can scale your support operation without costs spiraling out of control. You maintain quality even as volume increases because the AI provides leverage that makes each support person more effective. Getting traffic to your website is one thing, but converting those visitors into actual customers is where many businesses struggle. This is where OptiMonk comes in with AI-powered conversion rate optimization. OptiMonk specializes in those pop-ups, sticky bars, and landing page elements that either annoy people or convert them into buyers, depending on how well they're done. The AI figures out what works through automated A/B testing and personalization. It tests different messages, designs, and offers to see what converts best for different audience segments. It personalizes what each visitor sees based on their behavior, where they came from, and what page they're on. For example, someone about to leave your site might see a special discount offer, while someone who just arrived sees a message highlighting your free shipping. For businesses, this directly impacts your bottom line. If you get 1,000 visitors per month and convert 2% into customers, that's 20 customers. If OptiMonk helps you increase that conversion rate to 3% through better optimization, that's 30 customers, a 50% increase in revenue from the same amount of traffic. The productivity gain is that the AI does all the testing and optimization automatically. You're not manually creating dozens of versions and analyzing which performs better. You're not guessing what message will resonate. The AI figures it out through continuous testing and learning. This means your website becomes more effective at generating revenue without you constantly tweaking things. It's like having a conversion optimization expert working on your site around the clock, testing and improving everything to squeeze more value from every visitor you work so hard to attract. Tidio Live Chat takes a different approach to conversion by engaging visitors in real time through conversational AI chatbots. When someone lands on your website, they often have questions or need guidance before they're ready to buy. Maybe they're comparing options, trying to figure out if your product fits their needs, or looking for specific information. Tidio's AI chatbots can engage these visitors, answer their questions, recommend products based on their needs, and guide them toward making a purchase or booking a demo. The chatbots qualify leads by asking the right questions and collecting information. For businesses, this is like having a salesperson available on your website all the time, engaging with every potential customer. The conversion impact is significant because you're catching people at the moment they're interested and helping them move forward. Without this, many visitors would leave your site with unanswered questions and never come back. The productivity angle is that the AI handles hundreds of conversations simultaneously, something impossible for human staff. Your sales team only gets involved when someone is qualified and ready to talk. The AI does the initial engagement and qualification automatically. This means your sales team spends their time talking to warm leads instead of trying to engage cold visitors. The AI never sleeps, never takes a break, and maintains consistent quality in every conversation. For e-commerce businesses especially, the ability to recommend products and guide purchases at scale drives significant revenue increases without requiring a large customer service team. Email marketing remains one of the highest ROI channels for businesses, and MailChimp uses AI to make it even more effective. Email marketing done poorly is just spam that annoys people and damages your brand. Done well, it's a powerful way to nurture relationships and drive sales. MailChimp's AI helps you do it well by personalizing content for different audience segments, generating compelling subject lines that increase open rates, predicting the optimal time to send emails to each person based on when they typically engage, and segmenting your audience automatically based on behavior and preferences. For businesses, this means your emails actually get opened and read instead of deleted or marked as spam. The AI ensures you're sending relevant content to each person at the right time. The productivity gain comes from automation and intelligence. Instead of manually segmenting your list and crafting different messages for different groups, the AI handles much of this automatically. Instead of guessing what subject line will work, the AI suggests options based on what performs well. Instead of picking a random time to send, the AI optimizes for maximum engagement. Your email campaigns become more effective while requiring less time and effort. You get better results with less work. For businesses that rely on email marketing, which is most businesses, this optimization directly impacts revenue. Higher open rates and click-through rates mean more people taking action on your offers, signing up for your webinars, or making purchases from your campaigns. Brevo offers similar capabilities with a focus on making advanced features accessible and affordable. Brevo's AI provides subject line suggestions to improve open rates, send time optimization to catch people when they're most likely to engage, and automatic follow-up sequences based on recipient behavior. If someone opens your email but doesn't click, the AI can automatically send a follow-up with a different approach. For businesses, especially smaller ones or those just getting serious about email marketing, Brevo makes sophisticated marketing automation accessible without requiring a huge budget or marketing expertise. The productivity benefit is that campaigns run on autopilot once you set them up. Someone signs up for your newsletter, and they automatically receive a welcome sequence. Someone abandons their shopping cart, and they automatically get a reminder. Someone hasn't engaged in a while, and they automatically receive a re-engagement campaign. All of this happens without you manually sending each email or remembering to follow up. The AI optimizes everything in the background while you focus on your business. This level of automation used to require expensive marketing platforms and dedicated staff. Now it's accessible to any business that wants to do email marketing properly. The result is more consistent communication with your audience, better engagement rates, and ultimately more revenue from your email efforts. When it comes to advertising, creating effective ad creatives is both crucial and time-consuming. Ad Creative AI addresses this by using artificial intelligence to generate high-performing ad creatives for you. You provide some basic information about your product or campaign, and the AI generates multiple versions of ad images, videos, and copy optimized for platforms like Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, and more. The AI understands what visual elements and messaging typically perform well for different industries and ad types. It generates variations so you can test different approaches. For businesses, this solves a major pain point because creating ad creatives usually means either doing it yourself and hoping they work or hiring designers and copywriters, which gets expensive fast. With Ad Creative AI, you can generate dozens of ad variations quickly and affordably. The productivity impact is huge because you can launch campaigns faster and test more variations to find what works. Instead of spending weeks going back and forth with designers, you generate options in minutes. You can run more campaigns and test more ideas because the creation bottleneck is removed. This means faster iteration, quicker learning about what messages and visuals resonate with your audience, and ultimately better return on your advertising spend. The AI essentially democratizes high-quality ad creation, making it accessible to businesses that don't have big agency budgets but still want professional, effective advertising materials. AdRoll takes advertising effectiveness to the next level with cross-channel marketing automation powered by machine learning. AdRoll uses AI for precise audience targeting and retargeting across the web, social media, and email. Here's why this matters. Most people don't buy the first time they see your ad or visit your website. They need multiple touch points across different channels before they're ready to purchase. AdRoll's AI tracks potential customers across these channels and serves them relevant ads and messages at the right times. It learns which audiences are most likely to convert and automatically optimizes your targeting to focus on those high-value prospects. It manages your advertising budget intelligently across different platforms and campaigns to maximize return. For businesses, this means your advertising becomes much more efficient and effective. You're not wasting money showing ads to people who will never buy. You're not manually managing complex campaigns across multiple platforms. The AI handles the optimization and automation while you focus on strategy and messaging. The productivity gain is that you get agency-level sophistication without needing an agency. Complex cross-channel campaigns that would normally require a team of specialists are managed by AI. Your advertising dollars work harder because they're spent more intelligently. You can compete with larger competitors who have big advertising teams because the AI gives you similar capabilities. This levels the playing field and makes sophisticated marketing accessible to businesses of all sizes. Understanding what your competitors are doing is crucial for strategic decision-making, and SEMrush provides comprehensive competitive intelligence through AI-powered analysis. SEMrush tracks your competitors' keyword rankings so you know what they're ranking for and where you have opportunities. It analyzes their content strategies so you can see what topics they're covering and how they're positioning themselves. It monitors their advertising, showing you what ad copy they're using and what keywords they're bidding on. It tracks their backlinks so you understand their SEO strategy. For businesses, this intelligence is invaluable because you're not operating in the dark anymore. You can see where competitors are gaining traction and adapt your strategy accordingly. If a competitor suddenly starts ranking for keywords you care about, you know immediately and can respond. If they launch a new content series that's getting traction, you can analyze what's working and apply those lessons. The productivity benefit is that all this competitive intelligence is gathered and analyzed automatically. You're not manually checking competitor websites or trying to reverse engineer their strategies. The AI does the research and presents insights you can act on. This means better strategic decisions made faster and with more confidence. You can spot opportunities, avoid threats, and stay competitive without dedicating massive resources to competitive analysis. For marketing and product teams especially, this ongoing intelligence helps inform everything from content creation to feature prioritization to messaging. Compilation complements this with even more focused competitor intelligence dashboards. Compilation monitors competitors across multiple dimensions including website changes, social media activity, pricing updates, new product launches, job postings, and customer reviews. It provides real-time alerts when competitors make significant moves so you can respond quickly. The AI identifies patterns and highlights what's most important rather than overwhelming you with raw data. For businesses, this ongoing competitive monitoring provides strategic awareness that's otherwise very difficult to maintain. You're alerted when a competitor drops their prices so you can decide whether to match or emphasize other value propositions. You see when they launch new features so you can accelerate your own roadmap if needed. You notice when they're hiring for specific roles, which might signal their strategic direction. The productivity gain comes from having one system monitoring everything instead of having team members manually check competitor websites and social media regularly. The AI does the watching while you focus on acting on the insights. For leadership teams making strategic decisions, having this level of competitive awareness means better informed choices about where to compete, how to differentiate, and where to invest resources. You're strategic rather than reactive because you see the competitive landscape clearly and continuously. Finally, let's talk about finance, which is fundamental to every business but often becomes a tedious administrative burden. QuickBooks uses AI to transform financial management from a manual chore into an automated, insight-generating system. The AI automatically categorizes transactions so you're not manually tagging every expense and revenue item. It tracks expenses across multiple accounts and credit cards, keeping everything organized. It generates real-time financial reports so you always know where your business stands financially. It can even predict cash flow based on historical patterns and upcoming bills. For businesses, this is transformative because financial management stops being something you dread and start being something that provides useful insights. Your books are always up to date without hours of manual data entry. You can see your profit and loss, cash flow, and financial health at any moment. Tax time becomes less stressful because everything is already organized and categorized correctly. The productivity impact is enormous because tasks that used to take hours now happen automatically. Reconciling accounts, categorizing expenses, generating reports, these all happen with minimal manual effort. This means business owners and finance teams can focus on analyzing the numbers and making strategic decisions rather than just keeping the books in order. You understand your financial situation better, make more informed decisions about spending and investing, and ultimately run a more financially healthy business. Xero provides similar capabilities with a focus on financial performance insights and collaboration. Xero's AI categorizes transactions automatically, tracks expenses and revenue, generates financial reports, and provides insights into your business's financial health. It also excels at collaboration, allowing your team, bookkeeper, and accountant to all work within the same system with appropriate permissions. For businesses, this creates a single source of financial truth that everyone works from. Your accountant can see real-time data instead of waiting for you to send them files. Your team can submit expenses that automatically flow into your books. You can generate reports for investors or lenders instantly instead of scrambling to pull numbers together. The productivity benefit is that financial management becomes a smooth, collaborative process rather than a fragmented mess of spreadsheets and manual updates. The AI handles routine categorization and organization while humans focus on analysis and planning. You spend less time on bookkeeping and more time on growing your business. Financial insights that help you understand profitability by product, customer, or service line become readily available, helping you make better decisions about where to focus your efforts. Ultimately, both QuickBooks and Xero use AI to make financial management accessible to business owners who aren't accountants, while also making professional accountants more efficient when they're involved. So there you have it, 20 AI tools that can genuinely transform how your business operates. These tools address nearly every aspect of running a modern business. The common thread through all of them is that they take tasks that used to require significant time, expertise, or money and make them fast, accessible, and affordable. They don't replace human judgment and creativity, but they provide tremendous leverage, allowing small teams to accomplish what used to require large staffs. The businesses that embrace these tools are operating more efficiently, making better decisions, and growing faster than those still doing everything manually. The question isn't whether AI will transform business operations, the question is whether you'll take advantage of these tools or get left behind by competitors who do. Start with 1 or 2 tools that address your biggest pain points, experience the productivity gains, and expand from there. And as mentioned in the beginning, if you have any questions or comments about those tools or any other tools that you think is useful for businesses, just write it down in the details section of this video and it will be answered as soon as possible. Like and subscribe to not miss similar videos, then watch the next AI-related video that will appear in front of you soon. See you over there.